What is up, you guys? It's your favorite cutie, Tati, and this is another installment of Talking with Tati. Thank you guys for joining me for yet another video. We've been going all week, super strong, and appreciate all of you guys who come back every single day to check me out and see what today's topic is. Today, we're going to be talking about confidence. Confidence is something that I feel very connected to. I think that for me, it's been something that I've built over time just because I'm used to like taking the road less traveled by. So with that being said, it allows you to spend a lot of time with yourself and kind of develop an unshakable relationship with yourself. And I'm going to share some things with you guys, especially if you want to feel more confident in this upcoming year or just the rest of the year. If you want to start today, here are some of my tips. So the first thing that I put down is leaving behind relationships that try to chip away your self-esteem. One thing I do not tolerate as a confident person is being around people that I start to notice are trying to chip away at my self-esteem, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. You want to be hanging around other people who are confident, because people who are confident will not try to feel like they need to bring you down in order to rise themselves up. Some people cosplay confidence by putting other people down and always having something negative to say and making it feel they have a way of making it seem like they're so much better than other people. But to me, that's actually a sign of insecurity, because when you really are confident, you don't see a need to tear down other people, because you know regardless that you're that girl, you're that guy. There's no need for you to, step on anybody else in order to be confident. That's not a sign of true confidence. Now, if you're somebody who really, really suffers with a negative state of mind, and I do not necessarily blame you because we all are raised in different circumstances. I personally feel like I had to lift myself up from a lot of negative thinking early on. I started to notice that I needed to really change my mindset to be an even more positive person, because in my everyday world, I wasn't always surrounded by people who were super confident and people who were saying positive things growing up. So I had to take it upon myself. And the very first way that I started to change my mind was through affirmations. Now, some people don't believe in affirmations, but I do, because I believe in the power of repetition. Some of the things that I never probably would have thought about myself before are things that I can stand tall in today because of the repetition. If there's something that you want to believe, something that you want to embody, you need to be able to continue to put yourself in front of that belief in order for you to finally change it and come out on the other side. Now, I don't believe that we'll ever be able to just get rid of 1000% of negative thoughts and negative thinking, but being able to have a primarily positive mindset will help you to be a confident person as well, because you'll be able to see things and see yourself in a positive light and be able to find the silver lining in whatever situation you're in. And even if that means that you need to course correct and there's something that you need to change about yourself to become more confident, having a positive mindset will enable you to go after those things and feel like, oh yeah, it's possible for me to change my life. It's possible for me to change how I feel about myself, and it's possible for me to change how I feel about whatever situation that I'm in. Okay? Next thing that I wrote down was doing things alone and getting comfortable with yourself. One thing about me is I love doing things on my own. I like to take myself out to eat. I like taking myself out on dates and things like that. I never care to worry about what other people are thinking about me. Like, there's some people that you'll talk to and be like, oh yeah, I like to go out to eat by myself, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I can never do that because I would be so worried about, like, people would think that I'm lonely and stuff like that. Honestly, who cares what other people think? I feel like what matters the most is how you're feeling in that moment. Are you feeling happy? Do you feel good on your own? Do you feel like you could sit with yourself and enjoy yourself without needing the validation of like another person or another prop? Whether that's a person, place, or thing. Do you feel good enough without a car? Do you feel good enough without having the nicest place? How do you feel about yourself? Really assess, be honest with yourself one day and really sit down and think, what do I really feel about myself? Are you confident in the absence of everything else? Like, if you're not, you need to spend more time with yourself and get comfortable being on your own. And I feel like that builds confidence. Another thing that you could do that I didn't write down is take up a hobby, build a skill. So for me, I do this with dance. Dance is something that I do feel like I naturally enjoy and things that I've been doing for a while, but I'm not the best dancer. There's plenty of dancers that are so much better than me. But just being able to go and show up for a skill and see myself go from point A to point Z or even G is amazing, and it builds confidence because it shows you that you're capable of change, and that when you really put your mind to something, that you're able to accomplish it. Because part of confidence to me is also knowing that you can trust yourself. Like, for instance, let me see, I think I wrote something about that. But basically, it's like you could build confidence by following through. If you're somebody who follows through, you become a more confident person because you know that you can count on yourself. You know that showing up produces positive rewards for you. And once you start to prove to yourself that you're able to do things on your own, or even if it's not on your own, once you prove to yourself in general that you can accomplish certain things that are on your list and things that are important to you and certain goals, it builds confidence every single time, because you know that you can show up to the plate and put in whatever work is necessary in order to get to whatever goal you want. And that's great for a confidence boost. Let's see what else I have on here. I wrote down having true confidence comes from within, and really knowing that, just because, like I said before, confidence is something that comes from the inside and it radiates out. It's not about who has on the best outfit, who can cosplay the most confident person. I think to a certain degree it can be helpful to fake it until you make it, but some people just always fake it and they're just deeply insecure. And I feel like if you take some of the advice that I gave you guys and really focus on your relationship with yourself and being alone more and standing alone, you'll be able to recognize the good things about yourself, and you'll be able to start building up the confidence to know that you deserve the best if this is something that you want for yourself. Affirmations. Like, literally write down your own affirmations. Affirmations are like just I statements, or just statements in general that you want to believe. Like, maybe at this point you don't feel like you love yourself, so you can create an affirmation for yourself to see and say every single day that I love myself, until it becomes a reality. Because when you speak something, when you think it, and when you actively move, which was sometimes will be faking it till you make it, making actions and moves towards that person that you want to be, which is a confident person, you will eventually turn into that person with consistency. It's the same thing with dance. I like to tie things back in together because it just shows you different ways of thinking about it. With dance, you could come in and you could be the worst person ever. You can't stay on beat, can't remember none of the moves or whatever. You might be lacking confidence at that point, but the fact that you showed up, you keep showing up, and the fact that you keep believing that one day that you can be better is what transforms you into a new person. Sometimes being confident is really transforming yourself from unconfident to confident. So that means you have to keep showing up day by day, and in certain situations making different choices, having different thoughts about yourself, and then choosing the right relationships, the right jobs, the right environments to put yourself in, so that you can maintain this confidence and become someone who is confident regardless of what you're going through, no matter what your bank account looks like, no matter what your views look like, no matter what, yada, yada, yada. All of that, it starts with it. Okay? So with that being said, we're actually going to choose a card from the affirmations deck. You guys know I love affirmations, as we mentioned a lot in this video. Let me go ahead and shuffle. I'm not looking. Okay, we have hug your body. Okay, so maybe this is some body confidence that some of you guys need who are watching this. Okay, affirmation: my body is worthy of love, of my love and my embrace. Reminder: I will not hide myself anymore. Every curve, shape, scar, texture on my body is deserving of tender love and care. Hug yourself fully clothed. Hug yourself fully nude. Feel your body, caress your skin. Now give yourself a big squeeze and say thank you. I really like this because confidence can really be surrounded around looks as well. So if you feel like you struggle with confidence with your body, really start with yourself and hug yourself. Tell yourself that you love your body. Tell yourself that you love how this looks, that looks. You fill in the blank. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, it's been a pleasure to talk to you guys. Make sure you give me a huge thumbs up, hype the video, follow me on All Your Name is Tati everywhere, and it's the Tati Show on Instagram and on YouTube. And I will see you guys in the next one. As always, love you so much. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.